So here we are at Lock In Live. My name's Alex Baker and I'm joined by the lovely chaps in Mallory Knox. Feeling good?
Really good, actually, yeah. We only did a few songs tonight. It's strange to kind of walk off stage like as you're just kind of getting into what you usually address as a set. The song we played tonight was Giving It Up. It's off the new record.
I think we were still debating whether we were going to play it in the sound check or not. We were like, should we really play it? Because once it's out, the cat's out the bag almost. It's like, this is the start of the next cycle for us, sort of thing. So
that song, how that kind of song was born, it was purely like a live song anyway. So I've kind of like, everyone was a bit nervous to play a new song and stuff, but for me, it started around the bass line, which is kind of almost a backwards way to do it, I guess. Like, I've started with a beat or a guitar line or a melody, but this was all around the bass line. And to build a song from around that was refreshing in a really cool kind of way, because it enabled Dave to come out of this like beat that he'd never really done. He probably would have never like done on his own without the bass line being there, and then the guitar lines that Joe and James could build on top of that instead of having to be like the lead.
That's
you know
so
what I mean?
weird because when I was watching it, I was thinking, this is like funky.
It's a groove, innit?
It's
like,
groovy.
And as you said, it's the first real Mallory Knox song, I think, that has like a groove to it. As you said, like we played it tonight, no one's heard it. I was concentrating. As I said, there's a bass line. That's the first real bass line I've ever had to play. So everyone told me, heads are doing this. And I was like, I don't know. I was too busy trying not to make a mistake.
So hard in my life.
Focus on the
my
frets.
fingers hurt now. Like I feel like I've worked a year.
The wah certainly helps with that as well, doesn't it? I think
like, I'm just rocking a D.
How many Ds
with
you
the
holding?
wah going, and it's that
Double
pattern.
fist.
It's emphasising Sam's bass line, and I think that is the main thing with the album in general this time. We figured out grooves, and we really embraced that. I like the fact that if you haven't heard any of our new stuff, you can still get into it because you sort of feel it a bit more.
There's a certain energy
content,
to the song that made the lyrics a bit more aggressive this time round, and we realised that we'd been hiding all these things that inside that we never really knew. Like, you can write an emo song and a sad song, but this was more like, oh, I'm actually a bit angry.
Really?
And it kind of brought that out.
So is it a tougher album in that sense?
I think lyrically it's our most challenging. I think there's a lot of songs on there that could surprise people in terms of what the songs are about, and I think this one as well, it was like, this song is just an aggression song.
We've always tried to be as honest as we can with the songs we write and stuff, but it's always kind of in some way fitted around the bracket of sort of like love and loss and all that kind of stuff, you know, which is fine. But in this one, it was very surprising and really sort of nice to have these moments through this creative process with the new record that weren't just that little central core that we've always worked around. You know, it's really kind of, there's been branches that have begun to, you know, kind of grow off of that.
Do you think that comes from getting older?
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
When you start in a band, you know, you've got certain things to write from, you've got certain frames of references. Yeah. One of them is, an obvious one is heartbreak or family or love or lots or whatever it is. Then you get a bit older and you start becoming a bit more introspective.
Absolutely.
Not to diminish previous stuff.
No.
But, you know, as you said, when we started this band, we were 19, 20. The only thing that I could write about was like what happened to me when I was 16, 17, and that stuff's so irrelevant to me now, and we've experienced so much as people. And
it's exciting. I can see the passion for it. It's exciting. Like, there's stuff you want to say, there's stuff to get out.
The recording process and stuff like was that in a nutshell, really. You know, it was like each day you'd come in and sort of drop in on what someone was doing. You know, someone was laying some guitars down, some drums, or even myself on the vocals. It would just be changing minute to minute in terms of like the emotion that was slowly like dripping into it and slowly forming this like bigger creature, you know.
I don't know about the other five. I mean, we had a vision together, but in my head it was like, these songs are emotional or they're whatever, but I want to be able to think that when you press play on a CD player or you put it on whatever, you feel like the band's just played that song to you in your headphones. Like, you feel what we feel the first time we played that song properly together in the band rehearsal room. So it's trying to get that realism into the studio, which is really hard because obviously you all like Pro Tools and stuff, everyone can like, imperfections and stuff like that are gone and you just like make it perfect. Imperfections are perfect for this album.
It's the rawest, the rawest thing we've ever done, musically and vocally, I think. It just feels like the first album that we're truly just having it.
Kicking the door.
It is, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
Moving on, we went out and asked some of your fans to come up with some questions for you guys.
Okay.
And we're going to ask one now. This is what happened.
Mikey and Sam, you both got great voices. Ever consider doing an all-male vocal group?
Mikey and Sam.
Yeah, all the time. All the time. I mean, you know, there's that barbershop
all-male
quartet
vocal choir
kind of vibe.
No, to be fair, we've got a choir in one of the new songs in there. I say choir, we sung it as a group of five, and did it about 15 times.
So you guys have already done the choir?
We
I
have,
didn't think about that,
technically,
yes.
I was going to say, I didn't want to give the game away though. I didn't want to turn it into like, let's speak about every song on the
Oh,
album.
well, I don't care.
You're just all about the album.
That's what I'm
In a
saying.
year's
You
time.
may,
Album
you may
mode.
hear it on the album. The
I
choir
haven't said
thing.
what song. It's not on the album, it's B-side.
Well, okay, that's a good answer, good question.
Yeah.
And we want you guys now to ask a question out to the people. So you can ask them anything you like.
We have songs we love playing live, but we feel we can't because they're not necessarily singles or songs that have gone off well. But I suppose just open a can of worms, just asking one song. Do you want us to
just
play
play
Creeper?
Creeper.
Nah, play this
go,
one.
Let's go with what song that we don't usually have in the set would you like us to include in the set?
Okay, that
That'd be
sounds
cool.
good. All right, so there's the question. Which song that these guys don't usually play in the set would you like them to include in their set next time you see them? And then will you actually include it? Are you going to lay down the gauntlet? Is that a deal? If they come back with one, even if you don't agree?
If it's Creeper, yeah.
Right, okay. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, yeah,
it's been fun hanging out today. I was so blown away how good you were at games as well. It's made me quite nervous. I'm never playing you ever at FIFA, ever, because I think I'll get destroyed. But yeah, it's been lovely to hang out, and until next time, keep on rocking, my friends.
Thank you, mate.
Love it.